Hello and welcome to Forever Motorsports. My name is Reece. Today we're going to be talking about the Formula 1 legend Ross Brawn, who has issued a crash warning ahead of the spectacular Las Vegas Grand Prix this race weekend. But before we get into that, please be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel so that you can be notified every time we upload the latest Formula 1 news. Former Formula 1 chief Ross Brawn has warned that the sport may have failed to properly consider the risks posed by the chilly temperatures set to plague the Las Vegas Grand Prix, meaning drivers could be in more danger of crashing. With wheel-to-wheel action in the famous city just 5 days away, Brawn has highlighted how the decision to host the race at 10 PM local time could mean that the sport sees the coldest race in Grand Prix history. The timing was chosen to cater to Formula 1's European fan base, but could result in temperatures as low as 4 or 5 degrees. And that factor, combined with the long straights and lack of corners, could leave drivers unable to get heat into their tyres, increasing the risk of crashes. Brawn went on to say, "The one thing we hadn't considered initially, but the tyre company have dealt with it, is that it gets very, very cold at night. So it could be really quite cold, and of course, getting the cars to work in these temperatures can be quite a challenge. The tyre companies have done some work to make sure that the tyres can cope with that, but we're definitely facing some new challenges, which we've never had before, but I think it will be spectacular." Is Brawn right to be concerned? Mercedes have echoed Brawn's concerns about this circuit, which has 3 long straights and 17 corners, suggesting that it could take longer than usual for drivers to get heat into their tyres, especially in the qualifying sessions. It'll just depend on exactly how cold it is, because if the track is down in single figures, that's often a region where you go in winter testing, said Andrew Chauvelin, Mercedes trackside engineer. You do run, and it's either very difficult for the tyres to get switched on, or there may be graining and other things. And then sometimes you just wait until it warms up a bit, so actually having to race and qualify in these conditions will be very interesting. You can just try and identify risks with the new circuit, work out what your contingencies will be, whether you need any sort of specific car spec to deal with that, and we're going to do that at the moment. But as I said, if it's at the very cold end of predictions, it's going to be difficult to know how the tyres are going to work. It's certainly going to provide some interesting spectacles for us this race weekend. Will we get a lot of crashes this race weekend due to the fact that the temperatures are going to be so low, or will we get the teams and engineers figuring out some kind of solution for these cold temperatures? We'll have to wait and see what does happen this weekend at the inaugural Las Vegas Grand Prix. We're certainly very, very excited for that to get going, and I'm sure all of you down in the comment section are going to be equally as excited as I am as well. Do be sure to let me know down in the comment section what your thoughts are ahead of this Grand Prix race weekend, and be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I've been Reece on Forever Motorsports. Cheers.